laced up.
Let's go!
It's time for Banter with the boys.
Welcome back to Banter with the Boys, Gridiron Updates. We are here for the NFC North preview, 2025-26 preview. Of course, as you see, we already know who's winning the NFC North this year, other than for me, actually. But Skull Vikes.
Yeah, buddy.
Skull Vikes. We'll get into why I am saying this nonsense, but whatever. Welcome back, Rob, with your skull glasses.
It's so shiny of our successful season this year.
Can you see out of those?
Oh, for sure I can.
Okay.
A little honeycomb-like, but,
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
it's feeling good.
Feeling good.
I'm ready for this.
Feeling good. Feeling good in the Harrison Smith white away jersey.
Yeah.
Nice. Good call.
Starting it off the season,
call.
you know, hopefully might be his last year, so.
Probably is. We'll get into it.
So.
Kev, thanks for getting everything done. He's behind the cameras, of course, as always. Let's just get into it here.
Let's do it, baby.
You know what? We're going to save the Vikes for last, all right?
All right.
Let's start. You know what? Let's start with the Chicago Bears.
Gross.
Let's start with the Chicago Bears. What do you have them? What was their record last year?
5-12.
5-12.
They did not finish very well. I mean, they started okay this season, but Ben Johnson, new head coach, coming out from the Lions. See if he can get Caleb Williams to trust his eyes and throw the ball on time and stop dancing around. But he did have a decent rookie season, you know, 20 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, almost a 90 rate, which is not too bad for a rookie, you know.
No, I don't hate it. A lot of pressure being the
For
top
sure
pick,
there is,
you know what I mean? And I think he will be able to unlock Caleb Williams' full potential. I mean, the dude has elite arm talent. I mean, it's ridiculous. It looks effortless. It seriously looks effortless for him. You got DJ Moore returning, Roma Dunze, who also turned out a decent rookie year as well. And then who was it they drafted, that tight end?
Luther Burton.
Loveland. And then Burden as well. Burden the third from Missouri. So
Tigers.
I think there's a lot to be excited about. It already a defense that's truly not that bad. I think the Bears. They were 5-12 last year.
That's what I said the first time.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to ask you 5 more times. I have them going 8-9 this year.
Ooh, that's a big jump.
I'm going 8-9.
Well, I have them at 7-10, so a little behind that aspect. So.
Similar though. Similar.
Very similar. So, but yeah, they stacked up their offensive line. They got that Drew Dahlman from the Falcons, Jonah
Tooney.
Jackson, Joe Tooney. Is that Chiefs? Was he?
Yep, Chiefs. Yep.
So, and then they drafted another tackle in the second round. So, they spent some money this year to, you know, definitely improve this team. So, but they just got to, you know, they only averaged 18.2 a game last year. I mean, that's not going to cut it. They were last in the league in yards per game. So, D Swift, you think he's got a little bit left in the tank?
100%. And he had a better year last year. Yes, it wasn't a great rushing average. I think it's 3.8, but
I mean, that's way better than Jay Williams.
I think he's going to stop. We've moved on from my take on Javonte Williams. Just wait. That's all right. But D Swift will be over 1,000 yards this year. No problem.
No problem, huh?
No problem.
It's not the injuries.
No problem. Well, okay. Good point. He played 17 games last year.
Yeah.
If he can do it again, he will be over 1,000 yards this year.
Okay.
Yes, rushing. Just rushing alone, 1,000 yards.
What do you think about their defense?
Just in general?
Yeah.
That they're not going to be an easy walk for our Vikings.
Okay.
I do not think so. Honestly, Montez is scary.
With the 5.5 sacks last year.
But still, I don't give. I don't.
I mean, QB pressures, QB hits,
we have a rookie quarterback.
Yeah.
Again, comparing specifically to the Vikings, but just in general, you know, that's why I have them. They're going to be more of those competitive L's again this year for the Bears. I think they definitely take a step forward. New regime, you know, that's always going to be. For me, it's like, how's it looking at the end of like year 3? You know, that's higher, or, you know, that's extend
like
or fire for
2030.
coach, you know. But I think we're going to see a massive difference for the Bears this year, at least offensively for sure. Defensively, they just got to stay healthy straight up.
They do, yeah.
That's all it is for them. Otherwise, they have at least a top 15 defense.
Yeah, they're probably that's probably their
That's what I mean. Like
that's their
15.
ceiling, maybe, because they were horrible against the run last year.
But I feel like they were injured half a season defensively.
A little bit, yeah, and they didn't blitz very much either. I just think the front four and the defense needs to play better with Edmonds and Edwards. Their linebackers, like them both. Jalen Johnson and
I'm a big
Stevenson.
Brisker fan.
Brisker, he only played 5 games last year, so he's one of those injury
one
guys.
of those guys.
So then they did get
Bayard's nude, right?
Yeah, Garrett Jared from the Falcons in his 11th year, trying to make re-get his career back going. So, but yeah, 7-10. I think there's a little bit of improvement, but they got to play the NFC East too. So that schedule is not very easy for them. They are playing the last place schedule in the NFC, so that's where I think they gain a couple more wins. But it'll be interesting to see what Ben Johnson can do with Caleb Williams. I think that's what's going to determine their success or not moving forward, is whether they can get him to throw the ball on time.
On time. And he's not necessarily a timing quarterback.
No. He's so athletic that he's just so used to in his whole life that he had that athletic ability.
Which is fair.
And
it just doesn't work that way.
Teach yourself to do that,
For sure.
because, that's what got you there.
For sure.
So, but yeah.
All right. Moving right along. I actually have another team at 8-9 in the NFC North.
Okay.
It's the Green Bay Packers.
Ooh, down.
And I don't feel solid about it, actually. I feel like they could actually go ahead and get up to 10 wins again. But officially, I do have them also at 8-9.
Okay. They were 11-6 last year, so.
For sure. But lost quite a few corners. I'm kind of worried, especially with the receivers that are in the NFC North specifically. You have to see Amon-Ra St. Brown twice a year. You got to see Jay Jettas, only Jordan Addison one game, but potentially. No.
Yeah, we play him in the opener. We play him in the opener.
No, we're talking about the Packers now.
Oh, yeah,
because I thought about the Bears too. I was like, wait a minute, no, that's not correct.
I get you.
So anyway, sorry. So I'm a little worried about the corners, but the rest of the defense, again, staying healthy. That's a tough defense. It's a tough defense. Rashawn Gary's still there. Kenny Clark. Mm-hmm. I mean, they haven't changed up a whole lot. I don't hate Van Ness. Quay Walker. I'm a big Quay Walker guy.
Quay Walker,
between him and Brisker on the Bears, I love both those guys.
Yeah.
You can kind of use them wherever.
Yeah. Still got Xavier McKinney. He had 8 picks last year.
For sure.
Very nice. Yeah.
Did that lead? No, I think leading interceptions was at 9. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But anyway, sorry.
But yeah, Alexander and Stokes are the 2 corners. Yeah, you're talking about that they lost. Even though Alexander really hasn't played many games over the last few years, they did end up getting Nate Hobbs from Vegas.
Even Ballantyne, he was literally their 3rd corner last year. I'm pretty sure. So literally all different, different look to the starting corners this year for the Packers.
But their defense was overall pretty solid. They have been under 20 a game. I think they were 6th in yards per game. Not I think. I see it. I wrote this down. So they were good against the run. Overall, their defense, that's why they were 11-6. So, yeah, the back end is what scares me, the cornerback.
You're going to have to rely on McKinney,
Yep. So, that'll be their but offensively,
And don't they play like the Bengals this year, too? The Packers? I can't remember if they play the Bengals as well. I think they do.
I feel like they do.
Because we do, right?
Yep.
So, that's another team. T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. What are we even talking about? So, I don't know. That's why I have them, I think, at 8 wins. But drafting Matthew Golden, I think that's a good move.
I really like him.
Maybe take some pressure off Christian Watson, get him back healthy, and, maybe it'll unlock him a little bit more.
I feel hopefully. If I was a Packers fan, Golden turns into the wide receiver 1 for them. I feel like they've had a bunch of rookies and no one's just came out and been like, all right.
And Jaden Reed's okay. Romeo Dobbs, Octavian Wicks. I like all those guys.
I feel like they're not
a number 1 receiver.
Exactly. Yeah. So Golden coming out of
and it still felt
Texas,
like they were forcing Christian Watson to be a number 1 receiver.
Yeah.
Now where they drafted him, you hope that he is right, but. I don't know.
He just can't stay healthy.
I like the tight ends they got too, Tucker Kraft and Luke Musgrave. Mm-hmm. So it's.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. Again, they could go 10 wins pretty easily. I don't know. It's gonna be a battle. Again, not an easy win this year facing the Packers.
Yeah, I mean, offense. They only gave up 22 sacks last year, so that's love.
And we haven't even talked about Josh Jacobs.
Well, yeah, no,
like
money here.
Dude's just a beast.
Yeah, 15 touchdowns, 1,300, 4.4. See, that's where you need your Jay Williams at. So
stop! Oh my God! How many teams are you gonna?
All of them.
Get Jay Williams in?
One
oh
of
my
them.
God! All right.
Well, you claimed he was a great running back, so
I think he's gonna be better. I think he's gonna just help Dallas's running game.
Okay.
He's the starter. Yeah, he's gonna be better than what they've had going on.
So 10-7. It's gonna be competitive right there with the rest of the league or the division.
For sure, it's another tough year for the NFC North. They got no easy games. All right. Let's do it. Minnesota Vikings. Here it is. Skull Vikes. A lot of exciting things. Adam Thielen back as of yesterday. Carson Wentz in the house as the backup. I like that move a lot. Just to come in and back up, the rookie quarterback, who is probably the biggest question mark for the Vikings heading into 2025. Yes, no,
for sure.
So. Is he the guy? Is he taking us? Is he the future of the Minnesota Vikings?
Land.
No, he's not taking us to the promised land. Not this year. But is he the future of the Minnesota Vikings?
I'm hoping he is. Coming off a surprising 14-3 season, I don't think anybody. I think Vegas had him by 8 wins last year, so they dominated that. I like to see Aaron Jones back. I like the Jordan Mason pickup for sure.
Big time. But do we just like that because he shredded us?
I know. I thought about a few
that
times.
today when I
Cortland
was
Sutton
driving
did it to us a few years, and then,
But I do like. I think he fits the scheme. I think he fits what KOC wants to do. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's an upgrade over Ty Chandler. So overall, I'll take that as a win.
Fair enough.
Just a little more dependent carrying the ball. Ty had a little bit of holding on to the ball issues, which kind of I think put him in the doghouse.
I was almost thinking he might lose his job to Scott. But they both made the roster right now. So.
Yep.
And maybe that's just because CJ Ham is starting on the season on IR. But anyway, sorry.
So, but I'm hoping Jets, his hammy, I know he's been dealing with the hamstring most of the training season here.
They say he's ready for week 1. Or will be.
Then we got Addison out for 4 games. So the Thielen pick up today. It was nice. Which is now I was thinking about it, is we traded for him, so that means we're paying him the salary that the Carolina Panthers signed him for.
I mean, potentially. I don't know if there's details. The financial details are out.
Up front heavy.
I feel like there's some money that Carolina's going to be paying too. No way we're taking on all that salary.
And then I got T-Hawk coming back. He played 10 games last year, coming off that horrible knee injury. So I'm hoping he's up and flying.
We all hope that. Re-sign Josh Oliver, best blocking tight end in the league, blocking tight end in the league. So that should help Aaron Jones. Speaking of blocking, the O-line, that's pretty much retooled. Christian Darrisaw hopefully coming back nice and healthy. Same with Brian O'Neill, who kind of had that weird little thing going on at the end of the season. You're going to go ahead and draft Donovan Jackson. And then, obviously, bringing in Ryan Kelly and Will Fries. Hopefully, Will Fries is good, ready to go. Hopefully, he can stay healthy after that horrific injury he suffered. So, really, I'm actually really excited to see this offensive line. On paper, this should be a top 5 offensive line. I don't see why not. I mean, you got the top 3 tackle combo in the league probably.
Yeah, for sure.
And then add in Ryan Kelly and Will Fries. It's a great addition. Donovan Jackson's the biggest question mark to me, but also Will Fries, just because hasn't played a lot as of late.
And I mean, Donovan Jackson went to Ohio State too, so he's played in a ton of pressure games, big crowds. So I don't think it's gonna be too big for him.
Speaking of big crowds, the other side of the ball, the big trade with Harrison Phillips going out the door, kind of out of nowhere. Well, I think it's because of this guy Ingram Dawkins out of Georgia. I mean, that dude's just a beast, former 5-star recruit.
Love it.
I think that's the only reason why one of the defensive captains and a Walter Payton Man of the Year
great
nominee
locker room dude,
gets traded.
Yeah.
I mean, it is wild.
Yeah, he was a great dude.
And to the Jets, that's I hate that for him. I'm sorry.
Well, the Jets needed a D tackle.
Arguably a bubble playoff team for you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, it sucks to lose. Great locker room guy. I followed him on Twitter, so he was always that's great. Doing community events and stuff. And then draft party down at the bank every year that I went, he was there. So much love on that. So I mean, we got a top 5 defense. Kept it under 20 a game. I think we're 5th in yards a game.
And again, on paper, looks like we could do the exact same thing again. I mean, adding Jonathan Allen, Javon Hargrave. Obviously,
they need to play.
Also, reasons why.
Yeah.
Well, and that's just it, right?
Yeah.
Just like everybody, got to stay healthy. Blake Cashman, way different defense when he's on the field.
Mm-hmm.
Ivan Pace, he missed a couple games early last season as well. Van Ginkel, so
Grenard,
Isaiah Rodgers, getting up there in age. Harrison Smith. How many snaps does Harrison Smith actually get? How much do we see Theo Jackson and Josh Metellus on the field? Byron Murphy back on an extension, thank God.
I know. We overpaid him, but we had to. We talked about that last year.
Sure. I think we'll add Stephon Gilmore, too, before this is all said and
done.
done.
On the defensive side, I think the most interesting thing that I'm kind of looking at right now with Pat Jones leaving, this is where Dallas Turner needs to come up. And,
it's an opportunity.
That's his spot now that Pat Jones is gone. So, yeah, secondary is probably still going to be my biggest question mark. Is Isaiah Rodgers a starting cornerback in the NFL? We did trade Beckman.
Which again, no Blackman, you're right.
Sorry.
Which again still makes me think there's one more move to be had out there. Even if the Vikes signed, Stephon Gilmore, from free agency. Otherwise, maybe they're just really high on that guy McLaurin, who looked good last year in camp.
Yeah,
and
he
did. So stuck around. They do have Jeff Okudah, who people like. He's a physical specimen. Still hasn't quite grasped.
Covering NFL receivers.
Just can't quite get it done yet. Maybe.
And he was the number one
first round pick. Yeah, for
Ohio
sure.
State, baby.
But maybe this is new life for Jeff Okudah here in Skull Country.
I just need a warm body out there, mostly at this point.
I hear you.
Stay healthy because we're pretty thin out there. So I have us.
Oh yeah, we didn't even do that yet.
10-7.
10-7. Yep, I have us at 11-6. Yeah, like no way we're going 14 wins again. That was crazy. Not going to happen this year. Not with the rookie quarterback. But I do think we're going to be double-digit win, no problem. Playoff team, yes. Jettas is on the frickin' team.
Yeah,
Come on.
We didn't even talk about him.
No, we
Best
don't.
receiver in the NFL.
We don't have to. Yeah, everybody knows we don't have to.
Yeah, we already know what he did.
100%.
What you can do. So
100%. So let's go to our final team, the Detroit Lions.
The roar's been restored.
The roar has been restored. But losing their OC and DC, we know this.
Who's a bigger loss, Ben Johnson or Aaron Glenn?
Ben Johnson, and only because wasn't it the Lions linebacker coach that took over as their DC?
I think
I thought, and so I feel like he's just gonna kind of keep a very similar thing going. So
I'm the other way.
I
think Aaron Glenn is the bigger loss.
Okay.
Because that defense played pretty well even on the backside of the season with Hutchinson gone. I mean, how many games did he play? 5 games last year. So and that secondary was completely torn up too. So then Alizoni, the linebacker, he only played 10 games. So, and they,
God, he plays real well when he's in too.
But defensively, they were heavy on the IR last year, but they were good against the pass. They need to get a little better against the run. They did pick up D tackle Williams from Ohio State in the first round. And Hutch,
guard out of Georgia too. Yeah.
They got DJ Reader, and then McNeil was the other D tackle that I really liked. Secondary, Joseph, Arnold, Branch, and then DJ Reed from the Jets they signed this year too.
That's a good signing.
Yeah, that was a really good signing.
I really wanted the Vikes to turn sign
I did too. So, I mean,
Kirby Joseph, that's who. I think didn't he lead the league in picks? I'm pretty sure last year.
Yep, I think you're
Kirby,
right.
So,
yeah, what do you think of the offense? Just money?
I mean, Jahmyr Gibbs is a freaking cheat code right now.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, I don't know if he's No, it's got to be Saquon Barkley. Not to even use Madden ratings, but I feel like Saquon is probably ranked slightly higher. But Jahmyr Gibbs got to be up there because the dude is just outstanding. And then
He's a game changer.
I love the 1-2 punch with David Montgomery. I mean, it's literally perfect. They got to be just tickled pink to be in the situation they are with each other. I mean, it's just a great 1-2 punch. And then add in Amon-Ra St. Brown, obviously Jamison Williams. You're welcome from the Vikes. I think he's going to be more of a playmaker this year. I think now he's comfortable. Everything's going to start clicking for Jamison Williams a little bit more. Sam Laporta obviously has been great since he's entered the league. Is he an Iowa tight end?
You are correct.
Of course.
O-line.
Didn't they have a O-lineman retire too? Who am I thinking of?
No, not retired. They lost Frank Ragnow,
Okay,
and then they lost. Oh,
where'd Ragnow go?
I knew you were going to ask me.
I'm
that
sorry. I'm
question.
sorry.
And then Kevin.
No, he did retire. Yep.
He did retire?
Yeah, Frank Ragnow. Yep.
And then Zittler.
Yep, Zittler went to the Titans.
Yeah, so I mean,
Zeitler,
offensive, they were PFF number 2, so that's kind of gives you kind of good guide of where they were at. I mean,
it's gonna be that rookie guard starting as well.
Yeah,
Ratledge.
Yeah,
I think
from
he's
Georgia. Yeah, second rounder.
I don't know. It'll be interesting.
But they're locked and loaded again, so they're going to be a tough out.
I mean, and when Penei Sewell can just run routes, I guess.
Yes.
Whatever.
What an athlete.
Yeah. Frickin' A. All right. They finished, 15-2 last year, right?
Correct.
I got them at 12-5.
11-6 is where I got them.
11-6.
And the reason why they got a hard road schedule this year is most of their tough teams that they have to play, they're even the same as the Vikings, but they get them all on the road.
Yeah.
So I think that's where they'll lose a couple more. I mean, 15-2 is
again,
epic season.
that's what I mean. 15-2, 14-3 for the Vikes. I mean, it's not going to happen.
That's pretty rare. Yeah.
That's just not going to happen again. Not this season, buddy. So, no, I agree. 12-5. So we both have them winning the NFC North again.
Unfortunately, but yes,
in the Motor City again. So let's see. Is that? Oh, that's right. They're part of my 3-way tie for the number 1 seed for the NFC.
Okay.
So right now they're tied with Philly for me for their number 1 seed. So yeah, keep watching the next few episodes to find out who else who else they're tied with. Really, we got the NFC South still to come. NFC East we still got to talk. I'm sorry, NFC West we still have to talk about.
Yeah, buddy.
NFC East dropped right before this episode. Kev, obviously, thanks for getting things done for us behind the cameras. Rob, thanks again for being here for another episode. Our co-host here on Gridiron Updates. Of course, you wore those glasses the whole episode.
Yeah, I did, baby.
Are you taking them off for the next one?
Well, yeah, because we're not talking about the Vikings anymore.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, he just wanted all the NFC North fans to see him the whole episode.
The whole time,
That's
baby. There it is. There it is, right there.
There it is. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe wherever you listen to the banter, whether that's, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, wherever. Yeah. We'll see you in a little bit if you're going to stick with us here and binge listen to us. Otherwise, you'll hear us whenever the heck you want to listen to us next time, I guess.
Skull to the bowl, baby.
Whatever. Yeah, skull to the bowl. Yeah, you already know.
Don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe. Tune in next time for more Banter with the Boys.